Alrighty, testing. Greetings and welcome to the Standard Action Club present the game. Oh God.
Do or Die 20.
Do or Die 20. The Swine Dimples campaign. And joining us today is Ben Apperson playing.
I'm playing Ignis Snappy Snapdragon, the pixie monk.
And Christopher Dembick playing.
Hi, I'm playing Dweon Richardson Jr. He is a goblin artificer.
Jared Thomas playing.
Sheena, the changeling elemental warlock.
And Justin of the unknown last name playing.
We'll just keep it that way. I'm playing Hammer, the construct. I think I'm a weapon master.
Yeah, Warforged fighter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Construct.
And,
yeah. Whatever.
And I am Andrew, who will be playing everyone else, as I am the dungeon master for this game. Previously, on our Dungeons and Dragons game,
Uthgar.
there we had our party had arrived at Swine Dimples Academy of Adventurers. Sheena had performed a little bit of networking. Dweon exploded several objects. Snappy got sick and then got better. And Hammer has had weapon envy with another Warforged, among other things. Lessons have begun.
I've also snuck around a bit too.
Yes. And so
Dweon had detention.
Oh yes, Dweon had detention. Or he had to fix some potted plants.
He hated every minute of it, but it was kind of worth it because he ended up getting like a cloak of resistance.
Yeah, he got a nice cloak.
Oh yeah, and we
it just was negative reinforcement, so he's going to do more bad things to get more detention, I think.
Did you write down the potions that we got? Because I don't have them on mine.
There was about 5 or 6, I think.
I think you kept half of them, and then I got the other half.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I had 3 alchemist fires, and I gave you the other 3.
Yeah,
I think that was what it ended up being. Yeah.
You ended up with 6 of them. Yeah, you gave 3 to Hammer and kept 3 for Dweon. Alrighty. After the evening of the first day of lessons, Dweon returned back to the common area for his team. Very late, but still, he has a nice, not exactly new, but very interesting looking cloak on. A kind of pale blue, slightly faded in appearance, but still pretty cool looking.
What's with the new duds, Dweon?
Well, it's pretty obvious that I raid around here. They know talent when they see it.
You stole it. Who did you steal it from?
Wait, no, I didn't steal. Why in the world would you think I stole it? Come on.
Because at lunch today, you put a giant ice brick on someone else's table.
Oh, yeah, but, hey, look at that squirrel!
There is no squirrel to look at.
I
detect squirrels.
Roll bluff.
Alright, let's see this.
Okay.
Of course.
Yes. So I have a +1 for bluff, so, because my charisma is so damn low. I rolled a 11 + 1 is a 12 for bluff. Yeah, So I'm trying really hard, but
Not so.
One second.
Not-
Let's just see what the dice say. Oh Jesus! Well, I rolled a 12. I rolled a 12 insight. So
Well,
so you got these
I
two.
keep one.
just-
I
you
keep
roll
one eye.
again, just because it matches so evenly. Just roll again.
Both of us are just.
Both
oh, yeah.
of you, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I have an 18, so try beating that one.
Yeah, that's I rolled a 10. So yes, I am very insistent on. There's a squirrel over there, and you're looking and looking and looking, and you just yeah, right.
No, I just pick you up, and I was like, I'm gonna let this one slide this time, but no more stealing.
Well, I mean, I didn't steal it. Let me down.
Well, I guess I would also tell that he's telling the truth.
Well,
With
you'd be
that
able to
inside check?
tell. You'd be tell that he's trying. He's at the very least, he isn't telling exactly how he got it.
Yeah.
You're not. You'd be. You're thinking maybe it wasn't stealing, but it wasn't exactly the. Yeah, he isn't telling exactly how he did get it either.
I'm keeping an eye on you, Dwayne. I'm assuming I'm keeping my midnight vigil because I don't need to sleep that much. So
More or less,
Well.
you basically pick a spot, kind of sit there watching stuff, very sedate, almost like you were
Yeah.
just display of armor almost.
yeah. Oh, dude, we could do that sometime if we ever need to like ambush anybody. Just make me like look like I'm a thing of armor.
Yeah, there are a couple. You have noticed in a couple of the corridors there are sets of armor, of old armor here and there in the corridors and in a couple of the classrooms as well. You've passed by. Or been in.
Interesting. Anyway,
So can you actually take off your head like Alphonse and Full Metal Alchemist?
No,
I don't
but
think
it
so.
could fit. It could easily fit into one of those suits of armor that are otherwise empty.
Wait,
Perhaps
who?
to disguise
You
himself
could do a-
further.
Oh, yeah,
we
it's
can
kinda
disguise
just-
ourselves and ambush somebody.
Yeah, because it does. You have noticed also they're like plaques or like this little like signs beside them that say stuff along the lines of Sir Bullywalks armor from 498, or whatever, and stuff of that sort. Like, not all of them are they look like some of them are replicas or copies of original armor, more or less. But there are a few that are definitely real armor with real holes, where whoever had worn it, well, suffered their last wound. And there's other stuff around too, displays, but there's large portraits, pictures,
Now is this
paintings.
Now is this in our common area, or this is just
These were
kind of general
I'm
around
talking
school?
the corridors mostly, and many of the classrooms have like displays in them, as you've seen over the course of your first day of school. Well, your first full day of school. And your common area, though, is mostly bare, except for there's one picture here. There's one or two little paintings here and there in the more common areas. But each of the rooms are basically almost bare, so you could decorate them however you wish, quote unquote. And Sheena, I think, has already started to do that. You might as well bring up the common room right now for a moment while we're talking about the common areas. So you've seen Sheena's door. If you value your life, knock first.
basically.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And there's a few other, and there's several rooms and stuff and such. And as Dweon and Sheena and the rest of the party, Snappy and, Hammer, rest through the night, not much happens for Hammer. It's pretty boring for the most part. Nothing really happens. And morning starts with the
Morning happens.
Morning happens, yes, with the sun starting to come up over the mountains to the east. And bing bong ding dong, bing bong ding dong, doo 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 doo. The alarm thing goes off again. Apparently, it resets.
I turn my ears off. Can I do that? Can I turn my ears off?
Yeah, not exactly.
Rats.
It's a rat. There probably is a way. It might not be reversible. Or at least it might not easily be reversible. Yeah.
Can I roll to reprogram myself? Like what's his name? Josh's character on Cthulhu and Friends?
Oh boy.
No.
Not exactly yet.
Yeah. Okay.
But it may be something for a later date. Once you've got more experience. So as the morning light, the morning sun, comes over the eastern mountains, and the alarms start to go off in each of your rooms. What were you doing or dreaming or whatever when that happened? Anybody?
I was just dreaming about cogs.
Yes, you were dreaming about electric sheep, yes. What was Dweon doing?
Sheena had passed out at her desk.
Yeah, Sheena had passed out at her desk, getting her extended rest in a more or less upright position. More upright than usual. Dweon, what did you do? What did you have?
Well,
dreams.
Currently, Dweon is he's got his pillow just stuffed around his head. He's trying to drown out this bell because he doesn't want to get up out of bed, because he was having the most awesome dream about who were they? His two classmates on the other team. The ones that he threw that big iceberg on top of their table. There was two. There was a tiefling. Yes, and there was one of them was a tiefling, and the other one was what was the other one?
Yeah.
A genasi.
Yeah, fire.
And while he was having a dream about them, because even though they're really mean to him, he kind of has a crush on especially the tiefling, and so he was having a very, very, how should we put this? Very intimate.
We get the idea.
And so, as soon as things start getting hot and heavy in his dream, the bell goes off, and so they quickly are fading from his memory, and he's just like, no. So yeah, he's crying in his pillow, trying to drown out the sound of the bell.
All right, Snappy.
Speaking of which, it's a new day, so let's see what I got. My elemental affinity today is fire.
Yay. So, Snappy, what were you doing or dreaming about when the alarm went off?
Snappy was probably having fits in his dreams for one, so He was kind of bouncing around his room, still asleep.
Ah, yes. Still recovering from his slight illness.
Yes,
So he's a sleep flyer?
he's a sleep flyer, at least a little bit. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm thinking he was probably dreaming about some female pixies way back in the forest.
Yep, definitely not that kind of monk.
Them dirty pixies. All up on them tree pixies.
I took the vow of silence for 50 years or whatever. Not
Yeah, it's not a celibacy.
That's celibacy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah, even though you're a monk, you've gotten way more action than Dweon ever dreamed of.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah, I'm high charisma. I just upped it, I think. So, yeah.
You got charisma. Alrighty. Well, we'll put this all back in the Great Hall because it's getting towards breakfast time. You're gonna eat.
Damn, he got charisma for days.
Yeah, if you're interested in food, especially breakfast, it might be good to get going. Or the good stuff's gone.
I grabbed yet another can of WD-40 and shove it in one of my pockets.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, there's various of that sort of stuff too. And you find, and actually, Hammer finds that the area around his what seems to be becoming his usual seat has more or less, big can of the WD-40, couple of little tools like things like screwdrivers and stuff in case you need maintenance on some bit or stuff, and various other little things that might you can use.
I put my feet up on the table. I use a screwdriver and start picking at my toes.
More or less, yeah. Yeah, maintenance stuff. There's a nice looking little cloth there. It'll be great for buffing and shining up parts, your chrome-like parts. If you're interested in that.
Oh, I'll shine my chrome parts.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm gonna roll a thievery check if you remember what I'm thieving. I don't know if you remember, but I'll let you know. Not this time either.
No, there isn't really dessert for breakfast.
Yeah.
So I'm getting what you're. Most of the breakfast is more, there appears to be some kind of like sausages this time. There's like, sunny side up eggs, a big plate of them. There's some kind of potato and piece of potato with like a couple other vegetables mixed in it. And an unusual orange liquid.
Is that in front of everyone, or?
Well,
who's that?
They're basically in front of all the people who eat. You notice that Copper has a similar display of stuff near his usual place as well.
Yeah. Curious.
But it seems most of the other individuals have these, basically there's there might be a plate of sausages here and a big plate full of the eggs here and so forth. They're not evenly distributed. Everybody doesn't get one of each, but there's enough to spread around and basically pass around and get a couple of everything. So what do the fleshlings eat? And how?
Meat bags.
Yeah, the fleshlings.
Dweon, of course, is eating everything in reach. And per usual, he tried using the utensils at first, but soon just kind of gave up and is now just shoveling the food into his mouth with his hands.
Yep.
And as he's doing it, he's kind of looking over because he's pretty short, so he's kind of looking over maybe whatever's in the center of the table, kind of peeking around it and trying to get a look over at Ignition. He's just trying to slyly look around stuff to kind of get a peek at her. But of course he's got a piece of bacon hanging off his ear or something.
No, there's no bacon, just sausage today.
Oh, just sausage. So he's actually puts a piece of he's got a link of sausage behind his ear, like people stick a pencil. He's saving that for later.
Brunch, huh?
Yeah, second breakfast.
Something like that. So what's Snappy eating?
Well, Snappy's still getting a lot for such a little person, but he's not overflowing his plate like last time.
Oh, is our little boy growing?
Well, I was sick yesterday. So
you're fully grown. I keep forgetting.
Yeah, I was sick yesterday, so today it's normal amount.
Yeah,
so he...
Get better.
Yeah, I mean, he gets, at least a couple pieces of fruit, a sausage, probably looking around for a potato cake or pancake or anything like that.
Bunch of there's a plate piled with potatoes and probably onions and maybe a few green peppers in it too.
Yeah. Basically, he'll take what's a normal amount for a medium-sized creature.
Yeah. Or a small snack for Dweon.
Yeah, that would be a very small snack.
So, yeah. And Sheena is... What is Sheena doing with the food?
She kind of absent-mindedly grabbed a few things and placed the plate in front of her. And just sort of, nibbling at it. Because she brought a book down to read for breakfast. It appears to be a book on how arcane magics can be used to influence and affect the mind of most sentient creatures. It does not appear to be school-issued.
Yes, can anybody actually read... can anybody actually read it? What language is it in?
Let's see. It is written in Common.
Ooh. But I'm assuming it's also written in, more arcane stylings of Common.
Yeah, it's like it was written in a monastery somewhere, so the lettering is all stylish and block written.
Yeah. So it's everybody, it's kind of hard to read. And after a while, you realize, wait, flipped it back up. You need to flip it over. You're still a little half asleep.
Sheena doesn't have trouble. Sheena doesn't have trouble reading it. She's been reading these since her father died.
Yeah,
so
it's
these
more
are
that
her own. These are her own personal research.
Yeah.
Notes, or no, I guess not notes. That would be silly.
Yeah.
Research material.
Yeah.
It's like you get the impression that she's already gone through all of her school books, has found them to be lacking in what she needs, and is now going back to her personal stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So.
And just every so often reaching into her plate to grab a little bit of egg. She doesn't, not even using a fork, she just grabs a little bit of egg and tosses it in her mouth and just keeps reading.
Yep. A bit of egg, chunk of sausage, hunk of the
just making up for the time, the research she missed because of that darn inconvenient sleep.
Yeah. So has anybody tried the strange opaque orange liquid?
Nope.
Oh yeah, Julian's had 3 cups of it if it's available.
Yes, it is definitely not orange juice.
I throw it a copper. No? Is that a bad idea? Okay,
not a good
I don't
idea,
do that.
no.
Never
But
mind.
basically, it tastes kind of like not like orange juice. It tastes like a spicy pumpkin-y flavor.
It's a pumpkin spice latte, guys! No?
No,
Nobody
it's not
else?
a
Oh. Not a PSL, guys?
I don't know if even Dweon is really paying attention to what it tastes like, honestly, because it's just in between everything else. It's just like scrambled eggs, swig of that stuff. A couple sausages, potatoes, another swig of that stuff.
Yeah, no, there actually aren't any scrambled eggs. Just over easy, sunny side up eggs. What?
By the time
Yeah, I know.
Dweon gets them, yes, they're just
They're
pre-scrambled.
scrambled by the time he gets through them. Yeah. So, has anybody?
Which is why it's really nice that Sheena's fiery today, because she touches the omelets and they heat up that hard and
Yeah. Nom nom nom. All right, so this morning you have a class, actually a double period and it's once you've checked about, once you eventually check about it.
Well, I'm just waiting for this battle class that we were supposed to be having.
Oh yes, you're having you're having a double period that's actually a double class.
Of?
Well, it is run by Professor Steinbanger and Professor Gunskar, in which basically it's an informational thing with stuff. So the finish
I
up.
polish
Polish your hammer.
And then I polish my warhammer.
So you're preparing. You're to go to a new part of the area, the arena.
Ow.
And actually, you're doing this with the other teams that are in, or at least several of the other teams that are in your year.
Now it's not fair because they outnumber us. I mean, we are that good.
Yeah,
still.
They are bigger groups. They have the max number you can have in a team. You have the minimum. But
oh, sweet! It's our first adventure. It's rats, guys.
Yeah, more or less. Anyway, so you're brought you head to the arena where the other teams and their where both the team Gorgon, which is the one with the copper and ignition and stuff, and I think it was team Mountainfall? I think I named them. The other
yeah.
Team who gives a shit?
Well, Sheena does, because apparently they're more capable than Team Gorgon.
No, she hasn't really met with Team Gorgon yet. They're just more capable than our team.
Yeah, but you
because we're being weighed down by some stupid goblin.
Hey, we're the only ones that made successful potions last time, if I remember correctly.
Actually, Ignition did, but she was the only one, the other one that did.
And we all noticed that. Ooh, yeah.
Hey, baby, how about we start some chemistry of love?
I run away.
Alrighty. Hey, what happened?
No, I was running away from that gross joke.
Alrighty. Oh, alrighty then. It seems everyone's here. Let's get our class started. Professor Steinbanger says to everyone, there several of the other teachers are in the area. The leaders of the mentors to each of the other teams. Unglobulus Bakath, mentor to Team Gorgon, and Professor 5, who is the mentor to Team Mountainfall.
So what are the halfling and whatever the hell this guy is doing there?
They're apparently there for, Steinbanger will mention, we wish to have a few extra security in case of, we are still working on parts of our protective system for the arena, and we wish to have a few extra support. So, anyways, we've got so everyone's here. Professor Stonescar will start the lesson here. We'll be starting the lesson here in a moment. Yeah. Alrighty then. So, welcome to your first dual lesson. We'll be having I'll be teaching you about critters and their what is the word? Their personalities and styles and the ways they fight and do things, other things. Yeah, So you probably see you see the large force cage behind me. Anybody know what those thingies are? Those critters.
I'm gonna guess rats.
Yes. Yes, they are a form of rat, but what kind of rat specifically?
Well, a rat's a rat, right? I'm gonna let me just do a nature roll here. Show how little I know about rats. I know a lot about rats, apparently.
Alrighty. Well,
Let's say that thing in the back's probably the mother.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That one's a bit bigger than the others. The others, though there is a specific name for big kinds of any critter. Might you know it?
Is that the great mother you're talking about?
Nah.
What voice did I just come up with? I don't know.
He's got a little bit of. He needs a little WD-40.
Yeah,
is that the?
No, these kind here.
I've only seen those once or twice. I haven't actually seen I haven't actually read about them in a book, so I don't know.
There's a certain name for a kind of really big version of a critter. Or a really nasty version, at least. And you probably know
I look at Dweon, so I figure he would know what,
No, I don't know. Dweon just kind of shrugs his shoulders. Dweon just kind of shrugs his shoulders. He's actually never done a lot of adventuring per se, so he's pretty good at the books, but not so much at the the stuffs.
Yeah. So, at about this time,
Sheena's not really answering because studying creatures has never really been anything she's had any interest in. They're not the things that killed my father. I don't care about them.
So, at about this time, Professor Stonescar has been scanning the whole the groups of teams here, and has realized, yes, Mr. Sparky, was it? Yes, there. It's I believe the answer is dire creature. Yes, that would be it. That is the appropriate name. Yes. 5 points to Team Gorgon, was it?
What? I called the thing in the back a great mother.
Yes. You also get 5 points for that, yes, but you did not answer the actual question. That question in particular.
Fair enough.
Anyways, there's a So yeah, the Great Mother is a very large and very nasty, even nastier version than a dire creature, and very territorial as well, particularly where its offspring are concerned. Do you know what it uses for that territorial effect? What it does when it is when its territory is invaded. Anyone?
Does it fight things?
Nice. High five, Dweon.
He tries to jump up and give you a high five. He really misses.
Not
that
exactly,
was my knee,
no.
but close enough.
Have you noticed the backside of the Great Mother? It kind of turns around a little bit while it's scurrying around.
It pees on you?
No? Give me a perception check. Let's see if anybody can see this before somebody else does.
Alright.
Oh, 12.
Okay, Ben. Snappy notices everything.
Snappy can see tomorrow.
Yeah.
Leon doesn't have too much. He's not too far behind, but Hammer has seen his hand and is like, ooh, fascinating, shiny.
Oh man, the dirt's really good today.
So
Hammer's actually looking at the wrong rat.
Snappy and Dweon, though, do notice. Snappy notices just before Dweon and can actually say it. But the Great Mother has a large, like, pointy spike thing on the end of its tail.
Professor?
Yes? Ignis, was it?
Ignis or Snappy, either.
Okay, Snappy then.
Well, it probably uses that tail with the spike.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's the Great Mother. I thought... Oh, wait, you're the professor. I was confused. Sorry.
5.
Sheena's barely even paying attention. She just saw the rats and was like, and just cracked open her book again.
So, anyways, yes. The Great Mother, as he moves aside to allow a better view of it, are known for developing a pointy spike near the end of their tail. This spike is also poisonous, so careful. As well.
And Sheena kind of gives his half nod, like, yeah, Careful of the spike. Yeah, great, thanks.
Anyways, so there's a move a little forward here. So you've also know that blah blah. There's some other stuff. They're usually pack creatures, so if you find one, you'll usually find a whole load of others. They're not always of the same size or capability.
Okay, when do I get to hit him?
And so we'll see here. Now, seeing as you've answered most of our questions, most of those questions, let's see how you deal with these. And do you see the new box?
Yeah, I see it. I was just about to ask.
As basically the force field area that had been around the rat extends to just go around you.
Okay.
The little there's technically not a wall between here. I couldn't get the boxes to work right, so I could erase that part. But yes, there are now.
Sheena notices the walls expanding, and she looks up. It's like, oh, us first. All right. Places her book in her back satchel, and just kind of gets her staff out from her. She has a staff holster in her back. It's basically a leather strap that has two straps that you slide the staff through.
Yeah, you have.
Anyway, she whips that sucker out. And it's like, all right, let's do this.
Alrighty. Who hasn't been added yet? We need to added. And
oh, great. All you squishy people get to go first. Oh, except for Sheena. Ouch.
Checking.
Try getting some more sleep next time, Sheena.
It took some time putting the book away and getting the staff out. Everyone else was like, Sheena's like,
hey, Snappy.
Yeah.
Do you want to just take a step behind me before we start actually fighting? You want me to be in front here?
Yeah, can we do that? Can we arrange ourselves a little bit, Andrew? Or
yeah, you can have a bit of a. There we go. Sorry, I'm trying to type in stuff.
All right.
Yeah, so go ahead. And
also, Hammer, because I knew that we were going into this weapons thing, I augmented your hammer. So that means that you technically have a floating, I believe it's a +2 to attack anytime that you need to use it. Just once.
And then you guys can add your own initiative to the actual turn order thing.
Yeah.
So what he's trying to say is that Dweon touched your hammer inappropriately.
Oh, man,
I did. I rubbed it, and now you have a floating +2 on your hammer. It is awesome.
Happy, what did you get for your...
You got a 23.
You got a 23.
Okay.
Yeah.
23.5.
Okay.
It's actually not too bad.
Yes, Sheena's not last. You'll find out why. Alright, Snappy actually gets his chance to go first. There's a bunch of little rats.
When you talk about me getting behind you, yes.
Yeah, I didn't know if you wanted to move up there, and then I would be like right where you were. That's where I was trying to be.
Okay.
But Snappy sets himself on fire, runs in. Allahu Akbar!
What?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now if you do that pixie dust thing, does that take your movement?
Yes.
Oh,
Pixie
okay.
dust
Then I don't
uses
want
my
to
movement.
Okay, I don't want to take your move.
Yeah, Pixie Dust move. Basically, he uses his move action to move someone else.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Andrew, just so I'm clear on what's going on here, so we cannot go outside the black lines except for that center one, correct?
Correct. Basically,
All right.
protect
And then,
other people.
Yep. And what are the other people doing? Are they just kind of sitting there watching? Are they spreading out to get a better view? What are they all doing?
Well, we'll see.
The other students? Okay.
Those students are watching it. They may or may not move themselves somewhere else during the to see better.
Okay.
Teachers are also looking around, watching too.
I should really get like a special charge ability at some point because I keep going first and not having much to do.
What is your initiative bonus, by the way?
5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's dex based.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. All right. Snappy, I'll just move up to the first one.
All right.
To yes. And use Blistering Flourish.
Alrighty.
Okay. So, yes.
Let's see it.
So I'll start punching like little sigils basically into his body. And let me get my
style.
I was about to say, and then afterwards proclaim, "You are already dead."
12 versus reflex.
Oh boy. No, actually, that won't hit. Reflexes is
okay. Well, I don't think I do anything else then. I don't. Yeah, I don't want to use my minors yet. So that's it.
Alrighty. The giant rats go. So giant rat here will go up to Snappy. This one is going to go up to Sheena. 1, 2, 3. Going to also go up to Sheena. And this one's going to charge Hammer. And the one back here is just going to wander around a little bit.
Oh, the storm's coming in.
Yeah. The 2 on Snappy.
Yes.
Number 1 will miss with an 8 total. And a 12 for the other one.
Versus AC?
Yep.
No.
The one's on Sheena. 20.
That'll hit.
3 damage. And the second one, 22.
Yep.
So 3 more. And the one that charged Hammer, crit.
Oh no!
For 3 damage.
Oh god, you guys.
No.
Yep. And it's Leon's turn.
There's a storm rolling in, just so you know, on my end.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be coming your way soon.
Yeah. Understood. It's been storming all day. Yeah. Alright. Leon.
Alright. Dweon's turn. So, first thing he does is, as a minor action, he what?
Wets his pants.
No, he doesn't do that because, he's trying to be a hero here. And plus, he's actually right behind Hammer, so he feels pretty safe.
Okay.
But that being said, he's behind Hammer, so he reaches up and he reaches in his pocket, brings out a kind of a large piece of like a grease crayon of some sort.
Okay. Okay. Good.
And he reaches up and on Hammer's back, because he can't reach his head, he kind of draws this this rune or this sigil that kind of looks like a stylized flame.
Got it.
And so I'm casting my daily minor action. I'm casting my Flame Burst armor on Hammer.
Okay.
So until the end of the encounter, you receive 5 resist fire, but then I get to do things with that spell if I choose to. So that was minor action as my standard. I'm going to cast Ethereal Chill on Snappy.
Okay.
So it's a burst once, centered on an ally within 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. And so this is going to be versus Reflex.
On.
So
all the things.
It's cast on. Yeah. Boom. So just one of them. One enemy in the burst.
Right or left?
We'll just do this guy right here, I guess.
Okay, the left. Oh, my left. Okay.
So that being said, I got a macro here. So there it is. No. 11 versus Reflex.
Versus Reflex on that one. Nope.
Okay. So that does not do anything on a miss, which is unfortunate. And let me think if I'm going to try anything else. 1 second. Nope, I think that'll be it for right now. He's feeling pretty safe back there, so he's going to maybe he'll shift over here right into the corner. Can I do an Arcana check on the shield around me real quick as a free action?
Go ahead.
I just want to see what it's made out of, how durable it is, because I don't like this being closed in thing. So I'm just going to see what that's all about. So my Arcana is crap. 1 second. I got +9. So I rolled an 18 on this force field. Is it if you touch it, is it going to hurt you? Is there any way we can possibly break it? That sort of thing. That's what he's looking for.
Well, it's not. It doesn't hurt when you touch it.
Okay.
And it's a pretty powerful magical field. So you're sure someone powerful enough? Someone powerful enough, like maybe the teachers could do that, but probably not you. At least not yet.
All right. So as he gets up close to the side of the force field, and he looks over at Ignition and gives her a little wink.
Yeah.
But it looks really awkward.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty.
That's it.
Hammer.
As a free action, I say, Dweon, keep your head in the game. And then I'll shift over.
Dweon starts blushing. If a goblin can blush, he starts blushing.
Mm-hmm.
It's what color would that be? Like brown? If you get red in your cheeks? What color is goblin blood?
Greenish.
Oh, well, I guess you just turned it.
Yeah, a darker green.
Darker green, which looks really unattractive, by the way.
Yeah, it's all blotchy, too.
So I'm going to shift right there. So I'm next to 2 people. And then I'm going to go ahead and... 1 second, I just... One second, I gotta modify this one thing here. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do an encounter. I'm gonna hack and hew. So I'm gonna take a shot at both giant rats in front of me.
Okay.
21 and 22 versus AC.
Alrighty. First
for
one.
15.
Dies.
For Yeah.
Second one dies.
And I have 6 temporary hit points.
Yeah.
And I give a thumbs up to Sheena. And I'm done.
Sheena gives you a curt nod. You're basically the only one she really approves of.
Yes.
But you're a robot, so you're just doing what you're programmed to.
Well, I'm gonna write this in my journal when I go to bed tonight. So.
All right, that's your turn.
Yep, I am done.
Rat 1. He's gonna go.
Yeah, stop right there, motherfucker.
And it's gonna go. It's going to say, squeak. And then it's going to bite Hammer.
Is it a robot rat? That's
14 does not hit you, though.
AC? Yeah, I know.
Okay. That was its turn. Dire Rat 2. Squeak. You're going to squeak up there, Snappy, and try and bite him out of the air. 15 versus AC.
No.
Okay. Dire Rats are not very effective. Sheena.
Alrighty, Sheena's gonna place her Warlock's Curse on this giant rat.
Yep.
And then she's just gonna whack it upside the head with her staff, performing an Eldritch Strike. 16 versus AC.
That will hit.
And it goes poof. Well, more like splat.
Yes, you've crushed its little skull.
Do you have something for your Eldritch curse or whatever? Because it seems like
my cursed affinity. When the next enemy becomes vulnerable 5 to whatever my current affinity is, which is fire, and it stacks with any existing vulnerabilities, which I don't think the rats are vulnerable to fire naturally. So she's going to convert her move to a minor action to once again place her Warlock's Curse on a creature, the dire rat that's right here. The nearest enemy.
Now vulnerable to fire. 5.
Yep.
Anything else?
Nope, that's all.
New day with new action points.
Yes, but the time for blowing them has not yet arrived.
Okay. And it's the Great Mother's turn.
And the only reason I asked that is I was genuinely curious because it's like everyone has something weird with it, but like it seems like I haven't run into a character that has the same thing as anybody else yet.
Alrighty.
Yeah, the Elemental Warlock, their big thing is that when their Pact Boon is triggered, they get to place their vulnerability to their affinity on their next guy that hurts. You can exploit the hell out of this when you get Bloodied Boon, which your boon activates when an enemy is bloodied.
Alright,
nice.
Snappy.
Yeah.
Shit, Snappy's gonna need help.
That he is in its aura.
Oh,
okay.
Shit.
And we'll make it nice and brown.
Oh, hey, can I just make a mention here? Hack and Hew is actually an invigorating power.
Yeah.
So I actually get 12 temp hit points instead of 6.
Well, you get 9 because the ones from invigorating don't stack, but the ones from
that's right.
Power do.
Yeah.
All right. So we have so Snappy finds he is a very foul smell in his newly unstuffed up nostrils from this Great Mother.
Okay.
It smells awful. You're pretty sure anything that's not used to the smell would take a -2 penalty on attack rolls. While in this close first one of it. Because it smells awful.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Now I'm going to try and take a bite out of Snappy. And fail.
Holy fuck, is it getting thundery out here?
And As a minor action, it is going to use its second. It's going to try and thwack you with its tail spike. That might hit versus your reflex.
Ooh, 18. Oh, 18 hits.
Alright, it doesn't do a whole lot of damage initially. 4 damage, and ongoing 2 poison damage. Save ends. And
Okay.
basically, it scratches you good, but there's some kind of stuff lingering in it.
Okay.
Not very pleasant.
It's Ebola.
Not exactly, but something like that. And now it's
technically, Ebola is spread by bats, not rats. Sorry.
Yeah. Snappy.
Okay. All right, Snappy. Trying to decide everything Snappy's about to do because he's about to do a lot.
Leave some for me.
We'll see. We shall see. So if I do, okay. We'll just see what happens. So Snappy will kind of reach up and just snap his fist down, and a Aura 2 appears around him as he uses Seraphall's blessing to give himself and any allies in the aura resist 5 to fire, and all enemies vulnerable 5 to fire.
Oh, nice.
He's gonna burn
Ooh,
things.
stacking vulnerabilities.
Then Snappy is a little mad. As you watch, he's sitting there looking at these guys after he's bursted fire, and then he disappears as he whirls around to kick every single one of them with flaming feet as he uses his daily.
Oh boy.
Right.
Masterful
I'm going to try this
spiral.
Sorry, I'm putting an aura on him just to...
I guess I need to do it against everybody, huh?
Yeah, so that will be the first one. Will be, we'll assume that we're going from here around.
Sure.
I was going to say, I'm assuming you're starting a giant rat.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do that. Ooh, okay, missed that one. Oh, all right. What about the Great Mother? Dang.
And I think you can reach this Dire Rat 1 as well. Dire Rat.
Now, these are all... This is a fire-based attack? Oh, wait, no, that's...
extra fire damage from most of his things to be used at...
yeah, I keep forgetting vulnerabilities damage, not attack. That's all right. That's my fault.
Yeah. And you're right, I can't hit that Dire Rats.
There you got one.
So 19 versus reflex.
That one you got.
All right. So everybody I hit will take
19 damage.
Yeah, 19 damage. That
that's pretty damn.
That does not include the 5 fire.
Okay.
Oh wait, this one actually. This attack actually doesn't use fire.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you.
Yeah, but you have it active. You have it pop now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So. For everybody else.
So the Direct one takes 19. The others take half, so 9 damage.
All right.
My range increases.
It's getting really bad out here. So if I drop all of a sudden, I just lost power.
Okay.
We'll let you know.
All right. So now my range increases as I guess I've sped up so much. I will. They're right there. What do I want to do? I'll go ahead and use Desert Wind Flurry of Blows on the Great Mother.
Great Mother.
I don't think I have a macro for that. So, actually,
Can you hear that?
No, I can't.
Oh, it's probably a little too sensitive. Not yet.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Desert Wind Flurry of Blows actually isn't a roll. It's just an automatic.
Hit.
If I hit with an attack, then I could choose a target, and they take 6 fire damage plus the 5 vulnerable.
So
So
minus 11 total.
So that's
You might
11
wanna-
to the Great Mother.
You sure you want to do that? Not the dire rat, because it's looks like it's almost dead.
Well, he has to do something
Yeah.
next. Do that into something next to him.
Oh, that's not a range 2, because I thought he had
No.
range 2 now.
Technically,
not with Flurry of Blows. Flurry of Blows
Okay,
isn't
okay.
melee touch; it's melee 1.
yeah.
Okay.
I still think it's weird. Melee 1, melee touch, the whole thing,
Yeah,
but
let's see.
whatever.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But still.
Fair enough.
All right.
Sometimes they just have to specify that this attack can only be done against a guy who's right next to you.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
so
And then
go.
I will. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? So I'm thinking I may go ahead and use my action point since I've already done my aura. Takes that's on. Okay.
Yes, exploit the aura.
Desert Wind 5.
Hey, somebody threw a fire at Stone Scar.
Oh,
Yeah,
also,
you
Oh, wait.
can't- Yeah.
Oh, wait, I forgot. He's not in charge of any of the teams. If he was in charge of one of the teams, then I would have said it.
part of my Desert Wind Flurry of Blows is I get to shift 1 square.
Nice.
So I'm going to shift away from everybody.
Holy fuck.
And then I will use... I may as well use Light the Fire.
Yeah.
Jesus, how many moves do you have?
He's got an action point, I think.
Yeah, it's my action point. Light the Fire. I'll target the Great Mother.
Since you have reach now.
Yes. Light the
Got it.
Fire right there. Nat 20.
Holy shit.
So I've been playing different editions. Now I got to remember, is it automatic max damage?
Max damage.
So that's 21 fire damage plus the 5 from my aura. So 26 fire damage to Great Mother.
Well,
But you on your first turn
turn.
you use blistering flourish. Don't you add more fire damage to that?
If you hit. I didn't hit. Yeah. Yeah, normally.
You just bloodied her.
Let's see. Effect. I guess that doesn't really make a difference. I have an aura 1 until the start of my next turn. Any enemy starting in the aura takes fire damage, but at this point, no one's in that aura.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's still 3 people in the aura. Can't you see it?
No, that's my Seraphal Blessing aura. My Light the Fire aura is...
Yeah, he has 2 auras right now.
Jesus Christ.
It's all about the auras.
The Light the Fire aura is just an aura 1. So.
Makes sense. In Diablo 3, the monk's big thing is that they're all about auras.
There. Now you have a second aura.
Yeah.
All right.
Giant so I am on fire.
You look like a goddamn fucking...
Go,
oh no, Stone Scar is going to get lit on fire.
It cut the force field blocks the line of effect for that.
Rats.
The giant rat on Sheena. Giant rat on Snappy.
It's like a fucking monsoon outside. Holy shit.
Giant rat on Sheena. Crit for 3 damage. Giant rat on Snappy. 12 versus AC?
No.
Dweon. Oh, and by the way, Tordal Steinbanger, your professor, is like, alrighty, go for it, laddies and lass.
Go for it.
Little thing. Kick the little buggers in the nads.
The non-AC defenses?
That too.
Now, let me ask a quick question here. Is it every round that's 6 seconds, or it's every turn that's 6 seconds?
Round.
So literally all of that happened in 6 seconds, and then he finally pipes in.
I think in 4th they said it's 10 seconds.
It's very short. So, but Dweon.
It's weird. It's crazy.
Dweon, what you gonna do?
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
All right. Well, let me see here. What do I have here? So, blah, blah, blah. What I'm going to do is, the first thing I'm going to do is,
First thing you're gonna do.
I think, yeah, this thing. Inspired by Snappy's magnificent fiery attack, Dweon reaches into one of his side satchels, and he screams, "Feel the burn!" And he takes his vial of alchemist fire, and he throws it right onto the mother.
All right, the great mother.
So this is an area burst 1 within 10. I don't have, it only is a +4 to attack, but let's see what happens.
Wait, can you burst my...
okay, so I gotta... Yeah, I can do that with an action.
Is that
point.
a standard or a minor?
I believe it's a standard.
Yeah, it is a standard, but still.
But since everybody is not really, well, not a lot of people are super injured.
I just want to free myself up so I can get down there and help Snappy out a bit, that's all.
Yeah, you could center it right there and get his dire rat and Giant and Mother. Giant and the dire rat.
Yeah, but if I hit here, then I can...
Yeah,
but if I hit it here, I get 3 of them. Yeah, they'll have also vulnerability.
Yes.
But if you have hit here,
so
you'd still hit 3, right?
Yeah, but all 3 will have vulnerability there.
Oh, okay.
And take extra damage.
Okay.
Oh yeah, if I hit right there, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. That sounds like a better one. So he's going to throw it at that center right here. So
wait, Jared.
What's that?
I was going to say the problem I've always had with alchemy items in 4th edition is that they're just not worth using a standard action on mostly.
Right.
They don't scale.
No, it's really, seriously, it's like 1d6 fire damage. I mean, that's like whoop-de-doo.
The vulnerability.
But on a... Yeah, so, I mean, and he's also just trying to show off a little bit since he has, fire attack. So he's going to cast it right here. So this is an area burst. So I make an attack on all 3 of them separately.
Yes.
All right, so giant rat first right here.
Yep, giant rat.
Is 12. That's a miss.
Reflex?
Yes, versus reflex.
Okay, that's a miss.
12 versus reflex. All right, great mother. 23.
Hit.
All right, and then dire rat 1. 16 versus reflex.
Hit. So you hit 2 of them. One of which is vulnerable.
All right. And then it's a 1d6 on a miss that's half damage, but it doesn't work against Dominion. So 5 points of fire damage.
And vulnerable 5 for the Great Mother, so that's 10 for it. Wait, what?
Yep.
Didn't Sheena curse the dire rat once?
Yeah, that's right, she did.
And had the vulnerability from that.
That's 5.
Oh yeah, that's 2. So yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty.
I guess it all turns out to be the same.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, they burned.
Wait, back up a second. Didn't the giant rat started its turn next to Snappy?
No, it moved once. It started here.
Oh, did it? I'm sorry. I thought it was... You're right. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
Alright.
Wait, light the fire. Doesn't that also apply to enemies that move into the aura?
I think it just says start. Yeah, last enemy that starts its turn.
Well, Hammer's turn, unless Dweon wants to action point.
Yeah, I might as well action point, just because I'm going to show off. All right, and
action point
he is going to, let's see. You
got that armor thing.
He's going to... Yeah, but that would be a guaranteed 5 on the dire rat. How many points has he taken
10.
so far?
It'll be 10.
Because it's vulnerable by fire.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
That is true. Okay, that sounds like what I'm going to do. So then he looks over at Hammer and does this little motion with his hands and says the magic word is gobbledygook, and you burst. Area burst 1, you explode. It only affects enemies, I believe, though. Yes.
Yeah, well, let's be careful.
Each enemy in the burst, secondary target.
No more
so.
direct one. And now it's
Yay!
Now, do you have to sustain that, or is that always there?
It's always there till the end of the turn. So actually it is +5 and plus my implements enhancement bonus. Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yet.
No, you're right. I don't. So anyway,
It's not a magic one.
Hammer.
I'm going to first give a thumbs up to Dweon. I'm going to look over at Sheen and say, "You got this." And then
she's like, "I believe I can handle it."
Okay, and then I'm going to casually just stroll right up onto this dire mother.
Just a reminder, cursed guy died. Next guy, cursed, more fire.
Alrighty, as you walk up and enter the square adjacent to the Great Mother, it uses its tail spike against you. And fails, dismally.
I'll take that. Now, here comes a pivotal question. Since I don't breathe, I can't smell, right?
Not really, but there's other stuff going around.
It's like a noxious, okay.
It's an aura of filth. There's other stuff
gross.
clogging up some of your other sensory devices.
I thought maybe I could get away with that. In that case, what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to charge it from back here.
Okay, it'll done and missed you. Yeah, but still.
Yeah, but it'll just be minus. Yeah. Well,
-1, yeah.
Unless you want to re-roll it, that's fine with me. But
no, it's okay.
Sorry, I was thinking about that, but I wanted to get your ruling on that other part first, so I didn't know.
Bring it.
So I'm just going to.
Squeak.
These things robots? I think they're all robots. So I'm going to go ahead and do a melee basic. And +8 though instead of +7.
Alrighty.
Because I get the bonus for charging. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, that didn't work.
Yeah, the dice spot.
Still mark it.
I mark it.
Yes, it's marked.
And then I'm going to go ahead and. Here's a question for you. Can I technically push this thing? I could push it over here, right?
You could.
No. I'm going to do an action point.
And you can push the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I could. So as long as it's away from me.
Yeah.
In an open spot, it's not directly away from me. Okay.
It doesn't have to be directly, just as long as it's farther away, technically.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pull out a daily.
Ooh.
Because I figure, why the heck not? It only takes me 4 hours to get them back. Now this is going to be at -2, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You're not.
Well, fuck.
Yeah, you got it. You rolled a 1.
He takes 10 points.
It's half.
And he's still pushed 1 square, so I'm going to push him over. Do I want to push? No, I'll push him over here. And do I still get the 3 temp? Well, I guess it doesn't matter because it's stacking. So.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Anyways, anything else?
I think that's it. I get to shift into his spot anyway. So. Jesus Christ. That'll be it then.
I heard that one. I heard that one.
Direct 2 is right here next to McHammer.
He's right here, right now.
And it's going to
fight Hammer. Does that count as a a hit? That doesn't count as a hit since
No.
even though I technically did damage to him, right?
No, it's damage on a miss, really.
Okay.
Still a miss. And hammer gets missed again. Things
Yes.
can't hit anything. Sheena.
I'm pulling an Aludra, I guess.
Yeah.
For sure. Curse dice.
Sheena's going to just shift away from this rat.
Yep.
And she is going to just casually...
Explode it?
Yeah, why not? She's going to shoot at it with a chromatic bolt.
Alrighty. Bring it.
Oof. 24 versus reflex.
Splat.
And one creature within 5 squares takes damage, so this other giant rat will take 2 fire damage, we'll say.
Now you said any one creature?
Within 5 squares, the initial target.
You can hit the Great Mother. Oh. Initial target?
I'm getting rid of the minion.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So at least there's
less
targets.
As a minor action, I'm going to finally apply that curse to the Great Mother.
Because, yeah.
To increase her fire vulnerability.
Okay.
And then she's going to blow an action point, and deciding she doesn't want to set McHammer on fire, so centered here.
I do technically have fire resistance.
Not enough.
Not this much. Centered here, below the Great Mother, she's going to drop her Argent Rain. So the Great Mother will be target 1, and the Dire Rat will be target 2.
Alrighty. Let's see this.
Where is the thing? There it is. And there will be no target 3.
Target 1 is hit. Target 2 is hit.
Alright, so
damage. It's still in the aura, so that'll be...
So 16, but the Great Mother is also very vulnerable, so the Great Mother will take 21, and Dire Rat 2 will take 16.
Great Mother only needed to take 16. And Dire
Works for
Rat
me.
Nice.
How much again?
16.
And that one is now bloodied.
So what constitutes why it takes 5, 10, or 15?
Heroic tier, Paragon tier, and Epic tier.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now we're only level 1, so 5.
Yeah.
So there's a zone there.
And zone centered here, so when Dire Rat 2, well, it doesn't matter. He already just did his turn, so...
Yeah, so... Great Mother's dead. Snappy! There's a rat left. Can you
Snappy? Yeah, Snappy will just kind of yawn, and you'll see his little bitty fist whip out real fast as he's still sped up from his masterful spiral, and he does blistering flourish all the way from back there.
Got it.
Let's get 17 versus reflex.
That will hit.
Whew!
And he will take... I need to update my macros. Let's see. Oops, I rolled D20. I'm about to say that is not right.
That's quite a weapon you got there.
Yeah.
So,
That's 13.
That's fair.
It's keyword. It does have keyword fire.
so it's vulnerable to
Good.
fire, yeah?
Good.
Yep.
That'll be 18.
18. Is he
Alright.
still alive?
Let's see. Nope.
Okay.
Nice.
It goes...
I was going to flurry of blows him if he wasn't.
Alrighty. And
as go ahead.
go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say as Snappy destroys that last rat and burns him up, and Dweon sees it, he does this massive jump in the air, and he's got his fist up in the air, and he yells, "Yay!" Of course, he only makes he only jumps like 6 inches of air.
Oh, I was wondering, what is going on?
I was trying to do something. Get rid of the.
It's like Dweon leaps into the air, fist pumped, and he freeze frames. Everyone else is looking at him. It's like, how's he doing that? And Dweon's like, I don't know. I'm scared.
It's like the ending of Police
I will
Squad.
turn to Dweon. I'll turn to Dweon and throw some pixie dust at him.
So he's floating up in the air, just like, yeah.
He flies away.
That's how he freeze frames.
You can fly for 6 squares.
And so now that the battle's over, Sheena just kind of brushes the dirt off of her clothing and just shakes her wrist because one of the rats bit her in the wrist.
Uh-oh, wait. Roll for poison.
Nah, it's not that kind of rat.
Ah, rat.
And besides, the tail's like a big one.
Now, I was hoping that we could see the return of a dire rat, but a were rat, but like a changeling were rat, to make it even more complicated.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, that's not going to work. I already took the primordial adept theme. There's no room for were rat.
So as we get out of combat, you've noticed there was like a slightly like dark blue glow around MC Hammer. Why is it still MC Hammer? I changed that already.
I moved these tokens before they before we changed that.
Fair enough. You see like a dark blue like shimmer around him, and it fades. That's just him losing his temporary hit points.
Cool. He still has a little bit of flames on his like shoulder pads from the aura that exploded. It looks so cool.
Now that symbol that you drew, did it look like that? Go lion. I want that to be the symbol for my fire armor.
Where is it? I didn't see it.
In the chat. Yeah. No, it's in the regular.
Oh, the little emoji or the sure.
Lion face.
Lion face.
That's the canonical version. That's what I think it is.
Oh, okay. It's always on your back, so you really can't tell.
Yeah.
All right.
I just have like 12,000 of them on me at any given time, just because I can't polish back there.
Oh boy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, can we call it there? Just because
we'll call it here in about a couple more minutes.
For a break.
Well, this is mainly what I had planned for today, except for a couple little things if we had time. But it sounds like you may drop any time. So we'll
at least so that we have a break in, and if I drop afterwards, it's not important. So.
Well, here's the thing.
I mean, it's up to you guys. I got nothing to do. I'm off tomorrow. So
the next thing I could have planned may take a while.
Oh, okay.
May take a while. So, so the team. What did you call your team, anyways? Oh,
Team Doom Riders.
Yeah. Team Doom Rider has been successful. And you're given and particularly Professor Steinbangers is very most impressed with your use of tactics. Particularly your tactic of making things vulnerable to things that you're going to do to them, such as burning them. It's like, you've got a good combo there. The little Bernie thing and the Bernie lady who can burn things. Yeah, I shouldn't have had all the beer for breakfast. Either.
Did you call Snappy a lady?
No, the little one is the little one with the fire. The little one. The lady with the fire.
Leon's not a lady.
Shoot fire.
He's a little drunk.
Look.
So Sheena kind of shrugs and looking as if it were effortless and goes, it's like, the extra fire vulnerability was merely the whim of the elemental chaos.
Yes. But you used it well. Use it well.
As I am wont to do.
Meanwhile, Hammer pulled out a bag and is taking all the rat bodies and throwing them in the bag. Now, does that technically count as a bag of rats? But they're all dead, so I don't know.
They're all dead now. And several of them are cooked.
It kind of hurts.
They're kind of burnt.
Actually, Dweon's like smelling them. You know, he's like, really. It doesn't smells like bacon.
Dweon. Like bacon. In a way.
Sheena can't even look, because the very thought of eating a rat just disgusts her to her very core.
Hey, don't knock it till you try it.
So, yeah.
I'll knock you for trying it.
Yeah, so you did quite well. Yes. And we reward students for doing well in their in tests and exams and such. And I think we have something that would be very helpful for your tiny fiery friend. Hold on a second. Let me go. Let me go fetch it. Meanwhile, Professor Stonescar finish up the lesson while I go fetch some stuff. So, Professor Stonescar, this part just kind of disappears around you guys. See, the whole thing disappears. I just can't get it to go away for some reason.
Are you? Is that on the token level?
No, it's on the map and background level, which is the same level that the rest of the map is on.
Yeah, that's fucking annoying.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to... But anyways, so Professor Stonescar's like, yeah. So, you've done very well with that. With your first attempt at fighting beasties. So
Sheena just nods and goes, I know.
Yes, so yes, before I forget, we have a couple of little for all the our great for answering our questions and such correctly, you find this stuff stupid bag of holding. We should make a bag of holding that will just give you what you need instead of having to
Wait a second. Hold up. From my understanding of a bag of holding.
Yeah, he has a funny one.
Oh, okay.
And it's not here they are. And each of the teams gets a pair of these. They're in the Skype chat.
Now wait a second. Did that other team, this team didn't answer any questions?
Each of the teams that had an answer, yes.
Oh, okay. I ain't want no.
Actually, each individual who answered a question. So you guys got answered 2 questions, and one of the Team Gorgon ones gets one as well. Little Sparky, I think it was. Also, Steinbringer comes back after a little while. I think the little fiery one will like this. Here, let me send you the infos for Ben to check. So yes.
Key focus, eh?
This is a steel dildo, but deep within this steel dildo lies great power.
Yeah, sure, right.
And Snappy's like, thanks.
It's bigger than he is.
It's a key focus, so you just gotta tie it around your neck.
It's little hammers and a drum.
Now, how do you open doors with it though? That's my question. I mean, you got keys, right?
Oh God.
Anyway,
Yeah.
So yes, this is your main class for the day. Pretty much, there's no other real class. You have a study hall in the afternoon, basically, more or less.
Now here's a question, Andrew. Do the other teams have to do this test also? This battle?
Well, maybe they'll have to do that, but not right this second. And later on they also do a similar battle, but basically, yeah, they're not quite as they don't do quite as well as you. They eventually do
Awesome.
pass by kicking all the rats in the nads or equivalent, but it takes longer for them, even though they're bigger groups.
Well, I imagine that like the one with blaze and ignition, they probably tried to copy our flame trick
Yeah, but they don't have
because
Snappy's little thing or
exactly they're big copycats.
They're all level zeros. They're minions. Let's just fight them now.
Not exactly, but well.
Oh, okay.
But still, they have fun. They do their stuff. You have fun basically making fun of them.
But during their fight, that when they try to copy our tactics and don't do it as well, Sheena just is like, I guess those guys aren't competent after all. Even with this goblin, we're better than them.
Yeah.
Sheena's such a bitch.
Yeah.
She hates goblins.
Well, Turk.
I would say Sheena, you did a good job.
Watching them and is like, and kind of, turns all red and like tries to stab something that ends up being Sparky.
Cool.
And
Turk is like, oh, Turk know what do. Turk see tiny thing do this before. Runs into all the enemies, gets killed. Why it no work? Turk saw a tiny man do it.
Just let me know if Copper does anything embarrassing.
He gets bitten a few times, but everything that bites them gets shocked.
Huh. That's interesting.
Meanwhile, Sparky's trying to fly with like rats hanging off of each wing.
Well, a leg and an arm, more likely, but still.
Yikes.
Blaze basically chops up the Great Mother, though, with her big sword. So.
And Ignition is playing keep away with a bunch of little rat minions.
Well, more.
Husky.
Yeah. So it ends up being the other team does a little bit better than Team Gorgon, but it's more that they actually.
I was going to say mainly because Vicor and Fang just rush in and just nuke everything.
Well, they managed to keep Vicor and Fang managed to keep most of them from getting to Persephone and Oth, who are more ranged character group.
I was going to say they're almost entirely ranged because Luna Marie's a bard-like person and Roger is a kind of.
But Luna Marie can do both melee and range if necessary. She's kind of that bard.
No,
it's a minstrel bard that can be either melee or ranged.
Now Fang is like is he like a razor claw shifter or what's the other one?
He's basically a shifter druid has knows lightning magic.
Oh, tell me he's like a cat-based shifter.
I can't remember what I did for him at the moment. He's one of the shifters.
I mean, these are big rats. So if he's a cat-based one, he'd like go nuts.
Yeah, that's exactly why their team did so well.
Yeah, they did pretty good.
Fang just goes in and like eats 3 minions in one fell swoop.
Well, 2 minions and takes a bite out of one of the dire rats.
It's totally disgusting and gory.
Vicor I think he has a big hammer. Slightly bigger than hammers, actually.
So he's just going around going.
Moss is an archer. Persephone appears to be like a magic user of some sort, an arcanist of some sort.
A magic user of some description.
Yes.
Okay, guys, when we eventually have to fight these guys, let's nuke the magic people first. I'll keep the tanks off of you. And hit the range.
The gnome, Roger, basically summoned suicide bombers, more or less. Summoned weird spirit things that exploded and tried to kill things.
Wait, she does a spirit bomb?
Not exactly.
Did she call on the Earth's life force to lend her spirits?
No, she summons like phantom ghost things. The first one of which exploded and took out 3 minions and stuff, but after that she had problems with the rest.
Roger, you're such a noob at Witch Doctor. You don't take sacrifice. It lowers your DPS. Just leave the dogs up, get the gargantuan zombie, and just throw a bunch of spiders at everyone.
Sheena, are you okay? I smack her on the back. You're speaking nonsense right now.
So yeah,
there's Sheena's kind of crossing her arms. It's like I've just done some research into more exotic forms of magic, and I've seen the spiritualist thing done better.
Mm-hmm. DPS. What a nerd.
Like us all. And on that note,
I throw a dead rat at Copper when no one's looking.
And Sheena looks over and she's like, "What? DPS? It's a little acronym I made. It stands for damage point. I just don't know what the S stands for. Just DPS sounds natural. You know?
I just made this acronym up, but
sexy.
Alrighty. So, anything else?
It's my own system. I made it up when I was 8. Shut up.
I throw a dead rat at Copper when no one's looking.
Yeah. So, anything else we want to do at the moment?
Yeah. I want to make a melee.
I was going to say Hammer would be like, yeah, I want to throw a dead rat at Turd, too.
To make a range basic attack at Copper when no one's looking.
Alright, so you do that then.
With a dead rat. Of course, I think my internet's dying, so I don't know if it's... Oh, okay, well.
4.
I miss.
Yes, you hit Professor Soros with it.
She eats it.
Ooh,
she's some sort of monster thing, right?
And Professor Soros is like, oh, it's not even lunchtime yet.
What kind of big bird are you? What's that? Okay. Golly, jeez.
It sounded much more Muppet.
It's not even lunchtime yet.
Anything else? Or are we ready to finish up for today?
No, I think I'm good.
I'm afraid all these dead rats give our school a poor image.
Alright, everyone. Say goodbye to our fan.
That's me, by the way.
Fan? Oh, okay.
Bye.
I keep an eye on the stream just to make sure everything's going up.
Bye.
Yeah.
Cool.